Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to day 4. Today, still early, still at the front of gym waiting for it to open up, but just not sitting in my van at the moment, so might do it from this bus shelter this morning, depending on the lighting. Actually, it might be a bit shit. But what I wanted to talk about today is the slumps that we can get into. It's easy for us, especially if you're pushing yourself to be at a peak performance, at a high performance, at that cut that's just above the average person, I guess. It's easy for us to get into slumps because we operate at a high distance, a high capacity to our normal selves, and if we're doing that for a prolonged period of time, then it's easy for us to actually get burnt out, as I was talking about yesterday in my discipline video, but then also to get unengaged, which can be a form of burnout as well. So when these times happen, and believe me, I've been in plenty of them, and there's almost a natural discourse, where life is very cyclic with how it operates, so there's lots of ebbs and flows, and you're going to have your highs and lows, and if you're having super big highs, then guess what's going to come on the opposite side of that? Are you going to be your big lows? So it's just about being mindful of them and just taking them into consideration, and when they do hit you, don't just try to bury them, don't just try to ignore it or anything like that. Be very conscious of it and bring your attention to it, and actually almost sit in it. It's brilliant for us to actually be able to sit in the emotions and the feelings that we have, rather than trying to suppress them or just make them go away, because that's just going to make things a lot worse. If you can sit in it and just be, your mind might be fatigued, your body might be fatigued, your soul might be fatigued. Sit in the shit for a moment and listen to it, feel it, embrace it. What is your body trying to tell you? Because if you're in this sort of a state, you're in it for a reason. So whether that's, you're just physically exhausted, you're not getting enough sleep, not getting right diet, you might be emotionally exhausted. So have you been expelling a lot more of your emotional energy into things? And that those are good and bad emotions as well. So be very mindful of that, be conscious of it. But then, is your soul fatigued? And that one's a hard one, because it's something that we've tuned out a lot of in our life, because society tells us, and with science, all that sort of stuff tells us that the soul may not exist, but we do. We know it exists because we're conscious, we're aware, we are here, we're very present. We can feel the soul of another human when we make that connection to them. So the soul is a bit more of a difficult one to listen to, but if you pay attention to it, it will tell you. It whispers sweet nothings into your ear. So you just need to quiet your body, quiet your mind, and then let your body talk. It could be a sign that maybe the path that you're on isn't the correct path as well. So bring that into consideration, and have a sit down, meditate, think about it for a moment, for more than a moment, and then actually breathe into yourself, breathe in your whole body, recycle your systems. Your body needs oxygen, and what the oxygen actually can do is take out all of the bad juju, all of the bad stuff. So suck in some fresh air, get out into nature, suck in some fresh air deep down into your lungs. Breathe in your balls. That's a good way to, blokes out there, breathe in your balls. When you're sitting down, feel that oxygen and feel it in your balls. So just get that deep breath and breathe through your diaphragm. Listen to your body, because that burnout, that exhaustion may be a sign that you are, you've sort of swayed off your path a little bit. So, and the only person who's really going to be able to tell you that is you and your own body. So give it a listen, see what it's like, and it might just be a sign that you need some bloody rest. Allow yourself to rest. That is probably one of the most crucial bits of advice that I could ever give you. If you're pushing yourself and you have all of these high expectations of yourself, you need to bloody rest. It's important. Your body needs it. Every single part of your being needs it. So, you know, give yourself the ability to rest every couple of days, you know, or not every couple of days, you know, for a couple of days. And you might be amazed at how better you feel. Completely switch off from everything. Go out in the bush, that's what I love to do. But disconnect from the world and then switch off from what you're doing. And by doing that, you'll actually come back better because you'll have a lot more creativity. You'll be more engaged. You're going to have more energy. It's just going to be a beautiful moment if you have the ability to go out, rest, and switch off from the world. But that's it. That's it for now. Make sure you get rest. Make sure you're engaged. Love yourself, most importantly. I'm off. Happy Thursday, y'all. As always, much love and namaste.